Yo, how is everybody doing? Thursday. I hope you're doing amazing. We're going to hang out and play some music. We got a few people already on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. I very much appreciate it. Please give the video a thumbs up and tell me where you're watching from. Make sure everything's going. It looks like we're okay. I don't know what we're gonna do today. I never do. Um, Maybe we're gonna just play some solo flute. Maybe we're gonna play some songs off some albums. Maybe some backing tracks. Who knows? But I like to come on here and get your input on that kind of stuff and see what you guys like to see. So I'm also on Twitch and Kick, and got Landlocked Pirate over on Twitch. How you doing, my friend? I always tell people, come on over to YouTube. If you're going to hang out, why not just hang out on YouTube? It's cooler. Come on over, man. Looks like the connection's excellent. Everything's working. Good, 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 good. Let's start the stream by just playing some flute. So let's start there. Hey, Martin. How you doing, my friend? I see you on YouTube. Great to see you. Thank you for being here. So I'm looking around. What are we going to play? I really want to play these copper flutes more. But they really don't like the cold. And even though I warmed it up in here quite a bit, I don't know, but let's give it a shot. Let's see how long it lasts in the cold. I love these flutes. The tone of them are just amazing. If you don't know, these copper flutes are made by a good friend of mine, Eric Rom. Really great guy, great musician, and just a genius. He seems like he can do but just about anything, including making these really cool flutes. So we're going to start here. Hey, right on. Chris? Chris, I'm guessing you are Landlocked Pirate. Welcome in, my friend. Let's see where we go with this. I do not have the hang of these at all. I feel like it's a summertime instrument. It really wants to be warm, and as soon as you put your hot breath into it, It likes to wet out, and I'm also thinking that there's some different techniques I need to explore to not make that happen as fast. So I'm not sure. Um, these are capable of 2 full octaves, and um, I've explored with them quite a bit, but not enough. I don't have it down like I do the Native American flute. But I really love this instrument, and I'm excited to see the future of it. From what I understand, it's basically like a combination between a Native American flute and a Xiao, Xiao, I think is how you spell it, and I think it's a Chinese flute. Um, so it has a, not a slow air chamber, but something similar, like a Native American flute, and then the fingering I believe is like a Xiao. You got one in the back too. You got a thumb hole back there. Then you got 7 up front. Um, it's the tone of these flutes are just incredible, but I'm not able to get the tone and everything like I want yet. When I hear my friend Eric play them, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's where I got to get. So he's just really connected with this flute, and I'm not there yet, but I will be. I will be. So I play mostly Native American flutes. I have a couple other flutes on hand here that I don't know how to play yet. I have a couple of folk bamboo flutes, and I got this thing called a halusi. It's not a flute. It's like a reeded instrument, and it's very interesting. And since I'm talking about it, I'll go ahead and play it for a minute. I already forgot how to play it, but whatever. Let's mess up live because that's fun. So, this is like a double reeded instrument, and it has a drone side that I haven't figured out yet either. So these things get sent to me, and I'm like, I don't even know how to use them, but I will. I will. So this is a halusi, Hulusi, I believe. Not confident in this at all, but it's a really, really neat tone. Um, Very good for different textures and stuff. So I will get into this more as well. Um, Really interesting, and it has this little thing here that's like a drone side, so you could have 2 tones going at once. I just don't got it figured out yet. I really got to research into it. And if you don't know, I'm currently writing a bunch of music, so um, I just got a lot going on. So I'm not able to really, commit um, like I'd like to. All right. Cruising through, cruising through. All right, we got 4 people hanging out with us. Only 2 likes, though, so I'm going to complain all the time. Hope you improved your Halusi from last. Yeah, I'm not good at that thing yet, Martin. I'm just not good at the Halusi. Um, I've watched people online that could really play them, and it's like, okay, there's a lot into it, and they take a lot of air, so you really have to blow into them. And I haven't learned the scales yet. They have some pretty wild scales that you can do, but I'm not there yet. I'm just not there yet. So let's look over here. Oh, you know what? I don't have that out yet, do? No, I don't. Okay, that's all right. I'd like to try to play this. Do I have that flute on hand? I do. Let's try to play this. This is a song that I haven't played live in a very long time, and I'll probably mess it up, and that's fine. I'm going to do it off of memory. But I know what flute I have to use. This song is called Learn to Listen, Listen to Learn. And that quote is from a now ancestor of mine, Rod McAfee. He's the guy, him and his wife actually married me and my wife. He's my old Native American elder that I used to go to for advice. And a really neat guy, and but kind of hard to take, you know. And I went there, I went to talk with him once with, hey, Anthony. I went to go talk with him once with what I thought was a really big problem. And he listened to me, and as I cried and sobbed, and then he just looked at me and said, learn to listen, listen to learn, and then turn back, and that was it. I was like, that's all you got? I was really mad at it. And then it took me a couple of months, and I just all of a sudden it kind of dawned on me how incredible that advice really was. So we're going to go for it. Let's see how we can do. I definitely need some practice on that one. Let me tell you. That's funny. All right. Let's see here. Okay. 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 I definitely do not have that song down. I was thinking so much I couldn't register. I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing here? What's how did I don't think I've played that song since I recorded it. And so I'm literally thinking about like off of memory because I've heard the song a whole bunch of times and obviously I wrote it, but I'm like, how does it go? Like what's next? I could not think of that even for a second. So, whatever. That's fun. Um it's not that's not what I planned on, but hey man, that's all right. That's all right. Let's see. Got some other songs here, but I think I'm gonna wait on that stuff. This might be interesting. I'm gonna continue just to play some stuff. You know, if you guys have noticed my live streams lately, I just kind of been like clicking around. I typically don't have a plan, you know, and I like it like that. It's fun for me. Um, I like to be at the edge of my seat kind of thing, and like I like to jump in the fire like that and um, be surprised. You know, I've said it several times at concerts and everything else. Like I kind of like to mess up live because I mean I don't. If I record a video, I obviously edit it and all that stuff. But live, there's something about it. You know, it used to drive me crazy, but now I kind of like it. So let's try this. This is a couple of songs I was writing for a record label, and they're not completely done. So I'm going to try a couple of these and see where this goes. This might be interesting. Let's keep it going. All right. All right. All right. I need my flute stand in a better place. Every time I play, I try to put my flutes back, but then they're all over the place. And I end up with all my flutes on the floor. Um, so yeah, yeah. All right. Let's go see, check out all the chats. Looks like we're doing good. All right. So, I've said this before, but I am making new music, and actually, the way the stream started, that's kind of like a little sneak peek of some of it. Um, so I have a new album coming out, hopefully by January, and I could play you guys a little sneak peek of some of it. Um, I'm really excited about this. I feel like it's something. There's really no genre for it. but I really like it. Um, and it's something that I really stand behind. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I'm excited to release it. Nothing has really ever been released like this for Native American flute, not that I can find anyway. So I hope folks like it. But like most of my music, I'm not, my music doesn't really fit anywhere. It doesn't seem, um, but it's still liked. So good enough. So I want to play you guys. I'll play you some quick sneak peeks of some stuff here. Hey George, welcome in, George, another Native American flute player. So George, I was just talking about I got some new music coming out. Hopefully in January. I have someone who's gonna play some guest stuff on one of the songs, and I want to wait until they're available so they can. But this is some new stuff for the flute, and like I said, I don't think anyone's ever done anything like this with the flute, so I'm pretty excited about it. And for those of you who are members, like Martin, on my YouTube channel, or if you're a supporter over on my Patreon page, I'm gonna send you this for free. I'm gonna send you this album for free. I'll be sending out a link, and you could download it for free, and you could have it and play it whenever you like to. So I'm gonna play a little bit of it, but not a lot, just a tiny bit. So here's some. Okay, there's a little bit of it. Here's another song. Okay, that's all you get. So, really excited about that stuff. So I think it's going to be about like a EP's worth. There might be about 5 songs on there, 5 or 6, maybe more. I have a handful that I'm kind of cherry picking and just seeing what I like out of all of them. So I've picked 3 for sure, and then there's a 4th that I'm going to have someone who I respect very much in the guitar world play, but I'm not going to announce any of that until it's ready to come out. So I was considering, because it's so different, actually like forming another project name, but nope, it's coming under Tommy Graven, and people are just going to dig it the way they dig it. So I do crazy stuff. So I really hope people like it, because it's, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. The Native American flute world, everything's all spiritual and new agey stuff, and I'm glad people are doing it, but that's just not really my thing, it never really has been, I appreciate all music, but it's, that stuff to me is really, like I could create something like that in 5 seconds, and I think most of us can. And I think that's why a lot of people do it, it's like it lends to Like the Native American flute is a very easy instrument to learn how to play, and you could get into it really quickly. And creating new age music is also very easy to make, and so it doesn't take much, you know. Um, Find a good synth sound, play a couple of chords, play flute, very improv and sporadic over the top of it. That's enough, and it's pretty. You know what I mean? So that's really what I think a lot of people are after with the Native American flute, is just like they want to be calmed down and they want to go through that. And you know, Johnny Lipford just did a really great video about the evolution of the Native American flute, and in the '80s that started to happen. It was never like that before then. But now it's this whole thing like that, and I never really fit in that world. So I tried to for a little bit, but it just wasn't me. So I'm gonna go into this. I'm gonna try to connect with myself as a musician as much as I possibly can. So I'm just gonna continue to make stuff and do what I do. Thank you, Martin. I appreciate that. So I really like a lot of progressive rock stuff, instrumental music. So I'm gonna go after it and see what happens. We'll just see what happens. To me, whatever happens is just fine. All right. Let's continue. That's what I wanted to do. Let me make this playlist real quick. All right. So I'm cruising through and I'm doing all of this stuff while you're with me. So thank you for being patient with me. Let's see here. Here we go. I'm putting together all these little backing tracks of things that I got. Boom. And I should have done this before, but of course I didn't. Just to have better access, because every time I do this, I find myself kind of doing what I'm doing right now, but in a different way, and everything moves and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to click through and make a giant playlist so I could just always have it on hand and not have to worry about any of it. Boom. I think that's all of it. All right, I should probably show you what I'm doing, but it's all right. So I'm going to play some more stuff here. What's this one? Oh, it sounds real. All these backing tracks are available if you like. Well, this one and the ones that I'll be playing afterwards. Description in the link below. In the description. Sorry. The link is in the description below. That's what I meant to say. Alright, it's playing on random here, so let's just see what plays next. We'll just let it go. And that way I'll be forced to play whatever it gives me. Let's see. Now it says Discovering Within. Alright, what do we got? This is a flute made by Jerry Littlejohn. The key of B. Martin coming in with the 200 check bucks. Thank you so much for that. That's unreal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I sure do appreciate that, man. That's huge. Man. Just amazing. Do we still got that going on? Yeah, look at my background there. Thank you so much for that. That's huge. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. George says, "You've inspired me to just create what I'm passionate about from now on. Many people tell me I should make new age music, etc. I'm going to stop trying to please those guys. Thanks, Tommy." Thank you, man. And again, T. Maria, welcome in. And Martin, thank you so much for that. You've been a huge supporter of this, of my channel, and I just very much appreciate it. Thank you so much for all your help and support. And you will be getting a copy of my new album for free. So thank you very much. And George, do that. I'm pretty upfront about the way I feel about that stuff. I'm not a big fan of new age music. There is some new age music that I really do like, and that I appreciate it a lot because it's interesting and it's really creative. But it's not just your typical find a synth and put birds in the background and play flute over it. To me that's and I'm sure I'll offend someone, and that's fine. But to me that's kind of lazy. It's beautiful, and I'm glad people make it, and I'm glad people like it. But most of the things I say come from me being a complete nerd. I'm a music nerd, and I don't. This might be weird to say, but maybe it's like the addict in me. I'm an addict. I'm a clean and sober person on purpose because I'm an alcoholic. I've been addicted to things in my many years ago, but I quit all of it because it really affected my life. And so I just have a very addictive personality, so I have to kind of watch what I do. And I think that's a part of the reason why I'm such a nerd about music. I really need it to be interesting. I need it to have some sort of creativity and bend or break the rules a little bit. I just really need that in my life for me to be satisfied playing music. And the reason I say it relates to my addictive stuff is because it's like, even though I was an addict, I really needed, like when I was drinking alcohol, I really needed that one kind of alcohol that I really liked, and it's just, I don't know, that's just the way my brain works. I think that's why I'm like that. So I'm not knocking anyone for doing that, even though it sounds like I probably am. But I just find it to be kind of like, lazy, I could literally create a new age backing track right now, or a song, and people would love it because the Native American flute world just lends to that. You know what I mean? It lends to this whole spirituality thing first, and feelings and stuff like that, and there's no structure around it. And it's very strange to me. It's very strange to me. People really want, they say they play from their heart, and that's all they do, and they really knock Western music and everything. But then at the same time, they complain a lot that they're bored, and that they want to play more interesting stuff, but they only want to play from their heart, and they don't want to learn how to do it. So it's strange to me, and I come from this whole different background, and I'm very late to the game when it comes to the Native American flute. I'm very late to it. I never really related to it. I just love the instrument a lot. I love the tone of it. I love the playability of it. And it just adds to my music. And it's like I have this passion about taking the Native American flute into new places and showing people what it can do.
Gang, gang.
Hey, there's Texas over there on Twitch. Welcome. And you know, I really want it to be that. You know, like I really want it. I want people to understand how amazing this instrument is. And to me, just playing this new age music that's very simple to play and very easy and anyone can do it, to me that doesn't give it justice. You know, Otter, I totally know how you feel. I'm not a great musician and have not yet released music until I improve. I could have created a million ambient tracks already. Yeah, you know, but see, it's like a catch 22 though, right? Because I'm also very, very happy that it is simple and that people have that outlet. So it's weird, right? It's like I kind of sound like a hypocrite right now, which is fine, but I'm so happy that people are able to do that, and it is that, you know, it's right there, you know, and you could do it really easy, and so that makes me really happy that people are creating, you know, and so everything I'm saying really is just personal. It's for me, you know. I really I need music to be out there. I need it to be just more creative than that, and I don't feel like a lot of Native American flute music is very creative. I think it's basically grab a flute, um, and play the pentatonic minor scale and play some chords in the background, you know, that are pentatonic or whatever, you know. Um, you know, like I could go like this, right? Um, I'll show you real quick just what I'm talking about. So if I want to, we can go like this. And I could grab, let's grab an A flute with some reverb, and I can go like this. Look, we just created a hit, you know. Oh, Otter, man, look at you. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you for that. You are a member. You will also be getting a copy of my newer album coming out in hopefully January for free. Thank you so much, Otter. That's amazing. Thank you. T. Maria says, well, I'm surely happy that you're addicted to music and share it with the world. No boring days with music guiding us through. Right on. Thank you for that. That's fantastic. Thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's music is incredible, you know. So it's that's why I say it's like a catch 22. It's like I'm so happy that people with the Native American flute, that it is a simple instrument and that we're easy to access it, right? You could play, you know, you could get on your back porch and you could just play the flute and be happy doing it, you know. And I've said this a million times, like I feel like the Native American flute saved my life in a lot of ways. Chris, Chris, look at that. We got members. Oh my gosh. Pirate, buddy. Right on, man. Oh, that's so huge. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah! Man, thank you so much for that, Chris. That's huge. We got 2 members today and a super chat. That's giant. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Wonderful. And thank you, Texas, for that over on Twitch. That boom. I appreciate you. Man, that's great. Thank you so much. Um, but keep. I mean, I was in a conversation about music theory the other day on Facebook about the flute, and a lot of people like to argue about music theory, and I kind of got stopped in my tracks, and someone was right. I think it was my friend Sarah. She's like, I was talking about music theory, how it could expand your knowledge and get you more creative. And she goes, but we should also be happy for those people that are happy playing pentatonic minor on a Native American flute and that they're content. And I'm like, you know what? That's so right on the money. Absolutely, we should. And actually, I'm jealous. Um, we got some weird noise going on outside. Um, I'm actually jealous of that. I can't be content just doing that. So I'm very happy for those folks, and it honestly brings me great joy that people are playing music like that. And um, yeah, Chris says work beckons. You will be quietly on the background. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your support, brother. I really appreciate it. So, but then there's people like me that are really weird and we're not satisfied. We need more all the time. So I've called myself a note hunter many times. Like, I need to go out there as far as I can and find new sounds, find new feelings in music, and do that. And I want to stretch as much as I can when it comes to the Native American flute. I really want to do that. I want to show people that we could just like, there's so many little feelings that you could do and get in there. And it's such a wonderful language to learn and to express yourself. So it's very catch 22, right? It's like it's either or. And I very much agree with my friend Sarah when she said that, like, man, when people are happy playing music, that's number one. That is number one. If you are happy doing it and you're content playing your music, that's number one. And that means disregard everything that I might have said if you're happy doing it. So if you're good doing that, right, and playing flute over it, and you're good, that's good. Like, that is a wonderful, wonderful place to be. I'm not. So I need to go further, and I sound very blunt sometimes, and that's who I am. Um, so I want to encourage people. I have flute students that um, that are like, but wait a minute, and I have flute students that want to get to the top of the mountain without climbing it, right? And I have flute students that are also don't really care about getting to the top of the mountain. They just want to be able to stay here at the bottom of the mountain or halfway up the mountain where they're at, or wherever they're at. They just want to be able to stay there well, you know? So, it's always about being happy, you know? And, I've said this a million times that the hardest part about being a musician is getting out of your own way. Really, that's the hardest thing about being a musician. Some people can just do it. They're out of their way, whatever skill level they're at, pentatonic minor only, and they're happy. And they're out of their way and they're just like, man, I got it. This is it. I got it. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I struggle with it quite a bit, but music theory for me has opened that up. And now I get to go. I get to explore forever now without just doing the heart thing. You know what I mean? Because I say playing from your heart is really, really hard to do. and pentatonic minor is only 5 or 6 notes. So there's a lot more notes in my heart, right? And I'm not saying other people's hearts are empty, but there's a lot more to it. There's a lot better ways to express yourself. Someone asked me once, why would we learn other scales? And I'm like, imagine having a conversation with someone without eyebrows, right? You can't express. That's why we use emoticons at the end of text messages and stuff, so we could express ourselves when we're talking. Otter says, I got Spanish fly or whatever Middle Eastern scale from your video, and I totally rekindled the joy I'm getting from the NAF. Oh, that's fantastic. NAF is Native American flute, if you guys don't know. That is amazing. I love to hear that. Chris says, music is both a journey and mental exercise. We are all different. We're all on different places on our journey and different places with our mental state. My own music depends on so many factors. Sometimes simple is what I need. Other times I need to stretch to be unfamiliar. Yeah, that's right on the money. Right on the money. Sometimes I'll grab a flute or a guitar and I'll just play, or I'll just strum. I'll just kind of like, that's enough. I'm just kind of playing. Sometimes I want to get in there and learn some crazy stuff. So, music is such a personal thing. It's such a vulnerable place to be, So yeah, I recommend it, what do I recommend? I recommend going after yourself, right? And whatever makes you happy, that's number one. And don't fight that. You know what I mean? And if you're happy playing music and there's other people telling you to do other things, whatever, But if you want to learn, awesome, I want to take this flute into crazy new places. And what I say, get it out of the gift shop. I want it to really, I want to show people what this thing can do, So let's play this song. Grab your C flute if you want to play minor. All right. We're back. We are back. We are back. Okay. I need to figure something out. I got some issues going on. I don't know if how good or bad it sounds out there. Um, but I'm having some issues here. So I would like to figure that out. I don't know what it is yet, but I got some issues going on with my sound. And I'm thinking about starting to use a different microphone. I used to use a condenser microphone for live streaming, and maybe I'll start doing that again. I didn't do it because it would just pick up everything, So if I got a dog barking out there, with this microphone you could barely hear it, but with my condenser you could hear everything. So, and sometimes when I live stream, I'm not alone in the house. Right now I'm alone in the house. So, hey Lotus, welcome in. Oh, and Anthony says, it's a personal journey of the flute shared publicly. Thank you. Man, absolutely, man. Thank you for listening. I appreciate that. So yeah, it's, I got my condenser mic and I'm thinking about plugging that in. Not right now. For next stream maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. I just feel like something's lacking. And I used to have a different setup in my apartment and it sounded so much better. And so my microphone, when I play flute sometimes, it's clipping. It's getting a little too loud and my volume isn't there. So I got to figure some stuff out. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet there. But your feedback is always welcome. So please let me know. Hey, we got some more people here with us. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you just got here, tell me where you're watching from and tell me your name and hit the like button and all that stuff. And I've been promoting it quite a bit here, but I'm still working on an album. I've played a little bit of it earlier. And if you become a member here on YouTube or if you become a patron over on my Patreon channel, you will get this album for free. So, just so you know, it's pretty fun album. It's a pretty fun album. And just if you didn't hear it, there it is. So, there's that. There's that. Y'all need to get some of that stuff. It's good for you. So let's continue. I kind of feel like playing more guitar, but I don't know. Today's feeling very fluty also, so maybe we're going to continue to be fluty. What does this one sound like? Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Where's the flute? There it is. Let's rock this one. you. I like that one. Let's keep going. Just my curve. Thank you, Texas. Billy Clark had to go. He's at work. Thank you, Billy, for hanging out. I appreciate you, man. There's Antonio. And Anthony says the guitar flute has always been one of my favorite. Me too. Me too. Um, yeah, I love just acoustic guitar and flute. It's there's something special about it. A lot. I'm working on. Thank you, Otter. I'm working on a new. I've said this before, but I have a new project that I haven't announced yet, but I will. And um, it's really special to me, and that's how it started. It's a friend of mine who's a percussionist. His name is Bill Schreiber. Really great friend of mine. I've known him for a very long time, and we were in a band many years ago where I played guitar and sang, and he was the percussionist. And we just reconnected during COVID, actually, the lockdowns, and we started meeting online, and we had an idea of an album, and we brought all these singing bowls out and stuff. We are going to do all this crazy stuff, and that's not what happened. We just started, like one day I wrote these 3 songs on guitar, 3, like in a row. And I was like, I'm going to show him these. Like first kind of wanted to save them for myself. I'm like, I'm going to show Bill this. And we listened to it, and he goes, man, I really like this. This is great. And so he started adding percussion to it. I started writing melodies to it with the flute. And then he started adding some underscore stuff with other instruments. And it just started growing from there. And it got really, really awesome. And now we have a full album full of stuff. And it's getting closer and closer to being done. And we have a gig in May, which I'm very excited about here in Oregon. And it's going to be our first public performance. And pretty soon here, we're going to be announcing the project name and release stuff and all sorts of stuff. And we've been working really hard on it for quite a long time. And it's about time to start saying, hey, check this out. So that started as guitar and flute, and it's become so much more. And yeah, it's to me the project that I'm working on with Bill is the best thing I've ever been a part of when it comes to music. It's the most attention I've ever given any songwriting or anything like that, and I'm really excited about it. Like I'm really excited about it, and I hope that when it comes out, people feel the same way that I do, because it's really special to me. Not only that I got to create it with my friend Bill, but just what it is in general, just the songwriting behind it and the music theory behind it and all this stuff. It's really special to me. So I really hope people appreciate it the same way that I do. So with that being said, I think that's a great way to end the stream today. I got some stuff to do. I got some online Native American flute students today. So I got a few things to do around the house and get ready for my students and all of that stuff. So we had a great stream today. Great stream. Did not expect it at all to be this amazing. We got 2 new members here on YouTube. We got a super chat. And just a really good conversation about music and the flute and all sorts of stuff. Oh, you're in Astoria? I love Astoria, T. That's wonderful. That's a great town. I love Astoria. Yeah, I'm in Southern Oregon, so it's rainy here, but nothing like Astoria. Astoria is always rainy. That's my kind of weather. I like it cold and dreary all the time. It's my favorite. So wonderful. Glad to see another Oregonian. So again, I have a new album coming out in about a month and a half or so. And anyone who's a member here on YouTube or over on Patreon, you will be getting a free copy of it. And Texas over on Twitch, thank you so much. I appreciate you hanging out, hitting all those fun things. If you guys didn't see all that fun stuff coming on the stream, my friend Texas over on Twitch was doing that, and I'm working on getting fun commands over to YouTube, so people that are on YouTube can actually do commands in the chat and make things happen on the screen, so you guys can have fun with that stuff, and we could, interact more. So I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And yes, T, you are fortunate. I love that town. That is a great, great, great town. And all the old school houses, they're all made out of old school redwood. They're gonna stand the test of time, man. Really cool town. All right, guys. So I'm out of here for the day. I'm gonna leave you guys with my Patreon stuff on the screen. If you want to become a Patreon over on Patreon, you can. And that's just basically buying me a cup of coffee. Very similar to what you could help out here on YouTube. I have a handful of places where you could support. So I love you guys. Have a great day. Love your neighbor. Smile big. Call your parents if you still got them. Bye. Love ya.